Someone might be controlling you without you even realizing it, not with force, not with threats, but with psychology. Manipulation doesn't always look evil. Sometimes it looks caring. Sometimes it looks emotional. Sometimes it looks like love. That's why it's dangerous. Dark psychology works best when you don't notice it. Manipulative people don't attack directly. They slowly enter your mind. They learn your weaknesses, your fears, your emotions, and then they use them against you. One of the most common manipulation tools is guilt. They make you feel bad for saying no. They make you feel selfish for choosing yourself. They remind you of everything they've done for you, not because they care, but because they want control. They say things like, "After all I've done for you, if you really cared, you would. You're hurting me by doing this." Slowly, you start doubting your own decisions. You stop listening to your inner voice. You start living to keep them comfortable. That's manipulation. Another powerful tactic is playing the victim. No matter what happens, they are always the one who suffers. If they hurt you, it's because you made them do it. If they lie, it's because they were scared. If they cross boundaries, it's because they love too much. They never take responsibility. They turn every situation into a story where you are the problem. Over time, you start apologizing for things you didn't do. You feel guilty for feeling hurt. You question your own reality. That's not weakness. That's psychological pressure. Manipulators are experts at making you doubt yourself. They twist words. They deny things they clearly said. They say, "You're overreacting. You're too sensitive. That never happened." This is called gaslighting. Gaslighting slowly breaks your confidence. You stop trusting your memory, your emotions, your judgment. And when you stop trusting yourself, you become easy to control. Another sign of manipulation is emotional inconsistency. One day they're kind, the next day they're cold. They give love, then take it away. This creates emotional addiction. Your brain starts craving their approval. You keep trying harder. You keep proving yourself. You keep chasing clarity. But clarity never comes because confusion is the point. Manipulative people want you emotionally unstable. When you're confused, you're controllable. They also use fear. Fear of abandonment, fear of being alone, fear of losing them. They hint at leaving. They threaten distance. They make you feel replaceable. Not directly, but subtly, just enough to keep you scared. And when fear controls you, you stop setting boundaries. Here's the truth most people don't tell you. Manipulation works best on kind people, on empathetic people, on people who care deeply. If you're someone who tries to understand others, forgives easily, and avoids conflict, you are more likely to be targeted. Not because you're weak, but because you have something manipulators lack: empathy. But empathy without boundaries is self-destruction. Strong people are not loud. They are not aggressive. They are not controlling. Strong people are aware. They notice patterns. They trust their instincts. They listen to discomfort. When something feels off, they don't ignore it. They understand that love should not feel like anxiety. Care should not feel like fear. And connection should not cost self-respect. Strong people set boundaries. They say no without explaining too much. They don't argue with manipulators. They don't try to change them. They don't beg to be understood. They simply step back. Because they know one thing: you cannot win against someone who refuses accountability. Walking away is not weakness, it's intelligence. You don't need closure from people who harmed you. You don't need validation from people who benefited from your confusion. Peace is more valuable than proving a point. Once you detach from manipulation, your mind becomes clear again. You start trusting yourself. You feel lighter, calmer. That's when you realize how heavy the control was. Dark psychology only works when you're unaware. Awareness breaks the spell. So protect your mind, trust your intuition, and remember, anyone who truly cares about you will never need to control you. If this opened your eyes, follow for awareness.